Welcome! This spectacular scenic flight lasts nearly 3 hours and takes you from Libby to the northern end of Glacier Park, winds through the magnificent peaks and lakes in the park, glides along the serenely beautiful Hungry Horse Lake, and then ventures into the Bob Marshall Wilderness to the very unique Chinese Wall. On the way back to Libby, we'll take a loop around the National Bison Range, and then closer to home, we'll fly over what I consider to be some of the most beautiful lakes in Montana. While this videography only shows a fraction of what you'll see on the actual flight, it does give you a good idea of the nature of the flight. We've left Libby and we're approaching the park now. Those two cone-shaped peaks on the left are just over the border in Canada. This is Kootenai Lake, right at the north end of the park with Boundary Mountain on the left. Across the lake to the south is Kinnerly Peak. Now we're truly entering the land of magnificently rugged peaks and glaciers, what Glacier Park is all about. This is the aptly named Thunderbird Peak. And here we have the starkly beautiful Iceberg Peak. That wall heading out to the left of the peak is an arete, a very thin wall created by glaciers peeling stone off both sides that culminates in what looks like a modern cruise ship on this particular wall. The almost solitary Reynolds Peak stands proud against a rugged backdrop. Oh wow! This mountain, the Citadel, was beautifully sculpted by ancient glaciers. We've left the park now and are just coming up on the lovely Hungry Horse Lake. The Great Bear Wilderness is in the background to the left, the east side of the lake. I couldn't resist showing the upside-down reflection first. Such a beautiful setting along Hungry Horse Lake. We've flown into the Bob Marshall Wilderness now. This is the very unique Chinese Wall, a cliff rising as much as 2,000 feet above the valley floor, and it stretches over 8 miles long. It also marks the Continental Divide. Towards the southern end of the wall, we see this feature. We've left the Bob Marshall now and pass McDonald Peak in the Mission Range as we descend toward the Bison Range. These sleepy buffalo, bison to the purist, are enjoying a warm spring afternoon. Along the way back to Libby, we'll pass the Thompson Chain of Lakes. This is Horseshoe Lake. Just look at those Caribbean-like colors. Well, look at that. Our little plane found its way home. We certainly hope you enjoyed this videography. Please stop by our Facebook page and give us a like. That's me, Bill Caldwell, and my wonderful wife Linda. Give us a call to get more information or to book a flight. Kootenai Aviation, 406-293-9320. There's no obligation until we actually fly. The Native American flute music in the background is courtesy of Troy, Good Medicine DeRoche. You can reach him at www.songstick.com. Thank you, and be blessed of the Lord.